Are you having trouble with weight gain in perimenopause or menopause? Well, today I'm going to give you the 5 things that you must do to burn belly fat and lose stubborn weight as you get over 40 and over 50. My name is Sara Preston, and I'm an integrative health practitioner. I'm also a fat loss and menopause coach. So welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is macros. If you don't know what macros are or micros, these are the macronutrients, micronutrients in your food. So things like protein, fats, carbs, and then we also really want to pay attention to fiber. And why? Maybe you're asking. Well, the reason is that fiber, it's really going to help, first of all, your gut. And we know that our gut controls so much, including it regulates our hormones. It contributes to, fat loss, fat storage, your immunity, your ability to break down foods. Fiber is going to keep you full. So we really want to make sure that we are getting enough fiber. Fats are crucial for building blocks of hormones as well. So hormones control so much of our fat loss, believe it or not. Now, they're not the only contributor, but we have a lot of hormones in our body, and the way that they work together can determine how our metabolism is responding. So fiber, fats, healthy carbs. We want to, if you're eating low carb, you could be down regulating your thyroid. So we want to make sure we're getting enough carbs. And then protein. Protein's going to keep you full. It's going to keep you from snacking and from those cravings that you might be having, especially sugar cravings, which of course can contribute to weight gain. Protein is also going to help you with building muscle, which is so important. And I'm going to talk about that next. Protein can help you to drop that cortisol, which is another thing I'm going to talk to you about here in a second. Okay, so building muscle is number 2. And why is that so important? A lot of times we think that cardio is the answer to losing weight. If you want that toned look that a lot of women are telling me that they want, you need to build muscle. It's not only going to help you aesthetically with how you look, but muscle takes up less room than fat. So if you have 5 pounds of muscle, that's going to look a lot different than 5 pounds of fat. So instead of always going by the scale, we really want to try to see how much muscle mass we have and build more muscle, because that's going to give you that toned look versus that soft, squishy look. Okay, and then muscle is going to help with regulating your blood sugar as well. And blood sugar, insulin, is our fat storing hormone. So when we get too much of it, we store fat, especially belly fat. And so if we can build more muscle, it's going to help us with regulating that insulin. The more muscle you have on the body, the more it's going to be able to be insulin sensitive, which is what we want. We want to be insulin sensitive, not insulin resistant. So making sure that you are building muscle, lifting weights. So that's the third thing, is your exercise. The first thing is to lift weights. You want to make sure you're building that muscle. It's so important. The more muscle you have, the better for your metabolism. And number 2 is a really easy way for exercise, and that's to get out and walk, get more steps. It's an easy way to burn more calories, keep your body moving, and see movement in your weight loss and, your belly fat as well. It's a low impact, doesn't take a lot of strain on your body. Real easy way to just add in more steps in your day. Just try like 2,000 more steps than what you're currently doing. Okay, so weightlifting, steps, and then what I call sit, which is sprint interval training. And you can do this by jumping rope, running up and down stairs. You could do just like skipping around. You can do this on a treadmill. You can do it outside. You can actually sprint. So you're going to go hard for 20 to 30 seconds, as hard as you can. And then you might rest for like a minute. And then you're going to go as hard as you can. The object is to be at 90 to 100% of your max heart rate. So your max heart rate is 220 minus your age That's your max heart rate. And you want to be at like 90 to 100% of that when you're doing this exercise. So sprint as hard as you can and then rest. Again, it can be done on a bike. It can be done other ways than actually running. Okay, so that was the third thing. Now, the fourth thing is stress. And I know that it sounds kind of crazy, but your stress level is affecting your metabolism. It is affecting your weight loss. It is affecting your belly. They call it stress belly sometimes. So how does that work? Well, in a lot of ways. If you're stressed, you're probably not getting great sleep. Maybe you don't have energy. Maybe you're not eating very well. But cortisol is your stress hormone. Okay, it's one of the hormones in our body. And it helps to regulate our blood sugar, our insulin, which is our fat storing hormone. So when cortisol is too high, then we start to see insulin resistance, and that can cause the belly fat gain. So this is why we really want to keep our cortisol or our stress regulated. All right, that doesn't mean we're going to get rid of stress in our life. It's just how we manage it and how we think about it in our head. So this is things like taking 10 minutes of quiet time for yourself, really reminding yourself that you are safe during the day when you start to get wound up and worked up. Reframing how you see things and how you think about things. Sometimes it's a mindset thing of, you think you're so stressed and overwhelmed. Well, let's reframe that the way that we think about that in our mind. And this takes practice. Saying no to more things, having less things on your schedule so that you have more time for those outdoor walks in nature and that quiet meditation or prayer or whatever time. Really slowing down. Okay, slowing down, and so that we, can really work on that cortisol. I have an entire cortisol guide for you that I am happy to share in another video here on YouTube all about cortisol if you want to learn more about this and some techniques for helping you with that. Okay, and the fifth and final one is sleep. Sleep becomes a lot more difficult for many women in perimenopause and menopause due to hormones, blood sugar, just everything we have going on in our life and how busy we are. We have jobs and teens and aging parents, and sometimes sleep gets pushed to the back burner, or we just have trouble sleeping because we don't take that time before bed to really wind down, or we're not getting out for sunlight during the day. Maybe you're scrolling late or watching, having a lot of blue light. There are many different reasons why you might not be able to sleep. Start with taking some magnesium glycinate about an hour or two before bed. That has helped a lot of people. Tart cherry juice is another one that I like to do. That helps your body produce natural melatonin. Getting out early in the morning for sunlight, getting out for a walk after dinner. These things can really help with your sleep. But sleep is going to help you regulate your hormones. So when you're sleeping, it can help with those hunger hormones. So what happens is if you're sleep deprived, then your hunger hormones get out of whack, and then we're having cravings and we're just hungry all the time or not hungry. And that affects, of course, your weight loss. And also just you don't have the energy to go on those walks or to do those workouts or to prep your meals, whatever it is that you need to do in your life if you're not getting good sleep. Good sleep makes all the difference. Okay, so just to recap, the 5 things that you must be doing to burn belly fat and lose weight in perimenopause and menopause are tracking your macros, at least for a short period of time, so you know how much your body needs and to make sure you're getting enough protein, fats, carbs, and fiber. Number 2, build muscle. It is a non-negotiable, ladies. We start to lose muscle as we age, and we have to build and maintain that for a healthy life and also to lose the weight. Number 3 is your exercise, the weight training, the steps, and the sprint interval training. Number 4 is stress, cortisol. We've got to work on managing that and then getting good sleep. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment. And if you need additional help with these, this is exactly what I help my clients with in my 6-week fat burning program. So please check out my page that I have, my website that's in the description, and send me a message if you have any questions. I'm happy to chat through it with you.